Okay, folks, it's rant time. Brace yourselves. Here's my answer to the question that I posed yesterday, which was, what's going on? Actually, I think I said, what the hell's going on? But never mind. I think that everyone, everywhere, is way, way, way too het up over Trump and Brexit. Forget him. Switch off the news. Have Trump or Brexit really directly screwed up your life? Really? Indirectly, maybe, because everyone around you is all het up and screaming about it, and that affects you because you live next to them. But directly? Come on. I think everyone is way too obsessed with answers. We're not nearly obsessed enough with asking the right questions. Remember I, Robot, the film? I am sorry. My responses are limited. You must ask the right question. And then later, that, detective, is the right question. We love answers because we all desperately want to believe that we've got the world under our thumb and all our ducks in a row. We don't. We never did. We never will. Having all the answers to small questions is a poor way to run your life. Bigger questions, people. I think there's way, way, way too much emotional reaction to every stupid little tweet by every little politico. And I'll allow you to figure out which politico I'm referring to, but I'm not just referring to him. There's lots of them in all parts of the planet. There's not nearly enough silent, reflective thought, let alone maybe a calmly delivered, rational reaction. And I think there's way too much disgust and ill will towards the elite. They get a bad rap these days. Believe it or not, we need the elite, and we need elitism. Most of us can barely manage ourselves and our own homes and families. Who are we to think we could run a company or a country better than the current bunch trying to do it? Yes, most of them are making a real botch of it at the moment. I accept that. But that's beside the point. The botch would be an awful lot worse if you or I were in power. We do, of course, need the right elite. Too many people incapable of being a real elite have managed to worm their way into power. Fair enough. A good elite is someone who is slow, principled, deliberate, calculated. They're reflective and thoughtful. They're a delegator. They don't try and do everything themselves. They're not control freaks. They're willing to hire and fire courageously. And they're good judges of character. Good elites are not action figures. They actually take very little action, but every action they take is the right one. We're in the process of losing, I think. Actually, I'd say, of throwing away the very features that have allowed the Western world, and now a lot of the Eastern world as well, to go from 0 to 60 in well less than 1% of human history. Freedom of speech, Judeo-Christian ideals and wisdom, science and rational thought, freedom to start, run, and benefit from your own enterprise without being taxed to death, the rule of law, with the sovereign and government under the law. That's important. Freedom to practice your own faith and exercise your own conscience without fear of retribution. All of that is under threat. And from ourselves. We're nuts. Students are telling their professors what to teach them, and they get really, really mad if they chance to hear anything they deem offensive or politically incorrect. Why'd you bother going to university if you knew it all already, you numpties? Academics take great care what research they publish for fear of losing their position because it contravenes established wisdom. People sue anything, sue anything and anyone who says something other than what they want to hear. I think most of the world seems really, really angry right now. And angry people divide the world into two. They see the world in black and white terms. Right versus wrong. Us versus them. And it's almost never that simple. Angry people are desperate people, and desperate people never make wise decisions. So just calm down, the lot of you. Forgive all those horrible thems who offend you. Don't seek to get even. Don't seek to set the world to rights. You won't feel any better, but you will have made a whole lot of other people really, really mad. Great. Now we got twice as many people really, really angry in the world. Nice going. Forgiveness works far better. It's never easy, but it works every time. I've had to do it. I think you and I should quit trying to change the world and focus on changing ourselves instead. Mind your own business in every possible way of interpreting that phrase. Serve your neighbor and give him opportunity to serve you. That will change the world in a really, really big way. A lot of the angst we're feeling right now is the result of past sins and things done long ago that we can't alter. The boys coming home from the war had a lifetime of adventure in just 6 years and just wanted to settle down and have kids. Fair enough. They had a lot of them. And the boomers then saw fit to demand luxurious retirement benefits for themselves and run up huge debts, personal and government, that we will have to pay back. Key word there, will. We will pay it back. It's just a question of how and when. The only problem is we're still running up the debts. Technology and social media is fueling the pace of change, be it positive or negative. This is all going to end in tears. The question is it going to end in blood and sweat as well? Read for that, War and Poverty. I sure hope not, if we learn from history. Oh, by the way, I also think that history teaches us nothing. Rant over.